Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Big Talk Pigskin. I'm your host, Bowden, and I'm joined by my wonderful co-host, Korbin. Korbin, how are we doing today?
Doing good. Living the dream.
Love to hear it. Apologies for last week. I was having some computer problems. Really not sure why, but everything's working smoothly now. We're back, and we're ready to get into it. Have a good episode for you guys coming up here today. Good on one end, other end kind of sad. That's what we're going to start off with here. We'll get into the combine here in a little bit. But first up on the agenda, Lou Holtz, RIP, absolute legend. I'm sure everybody's heard by now. I mean,
yeah, unfortunate, man.
Very.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's always hard when the sport loses a legend, right?
Yeah.
And we kind of talked before the episode, like, he kind of pays homage to sort of something that, like, we take pride in this state, right? This is a football state through and through. Great coaches are made here in the state, and Lou Holtz was one of the first great ones that got the chance to come through and kind of prove himself in this state. So it's interesting, adding to the history, to the lore of the state of Ohio, and obviously he did a lot for a lot of other places, and we'll get into that as well.
Definitely. And I can say, some of my earliest memories of college football are watching Game Day as a young kid back when Lou Holtz was also on the show, along with Corso. And, so like for me, it's like this is probably one of the harder ones to see of these older coaches, because it was a guy I remember watching him every week until he finally was like, hey, I need to step down and go away. And that sucked back then when he left. And so, it's just not great. Don't love to see this happen. He's an Ohio native, as we know, born in West Virginia, but grew up in Ohio, really close to West Virginia and like Pittsburgh area, and coached for a lot of teams. He actually coached in the Big Ten a pretty good amount in his career. He actually started off his coaching career actually at the University of Iowa for one season, 1960. That's the year they have a claimed national championship, by the way. I think they lost like 3 games, but that's not the point. Right. It doesn't make sense. He was an assistant at Ohio State as well. And then, kind of had some head coaching jobs come through there, ended up at Minnesota for 2 years, the 1984-1985 seasons. And while he was at Minnesota, actually, fun fact, so there's this article talking about his contract that he had there at Minnesota. So Lou Holtz grew up a huge Notre Dame fan, loved Notre Dame through and through. And so in his contract at Minnesota, it was written that if he brought success to the program like everybody thought he was going to, like he had done when he was at William and Mary and like NC State, before he jumped up to the Jets, and then like was really good with Arkansas as well. They wanted to have some prominence there at Minnesota, so he basically said, hey, I'm going to bring you success, but I really love Notre Dame. I want to coach there, and had into his contract, if he takes Minnesota to a bowl game, and in that same season Notre Dame goes, hey, we want you to come be our new head coach, he was allowed to get out of his contract and go. And that did happen, as we all know. I mean, he's most known for being at Notre Dame.
Yeah. It makes you wonder, that's like an incredibly cool story, because you just don't see stuff like that anymore. Like, that would be like today, a MAC coach writing in, be like, well, the only way I'm ever going to leave Eastern Michigan is if the Michigan job opens up an offer. You know what I mean? Like, that's just like really betting on yourself. And it's really cool. And right, he had the proven success there too. And growing up a Notre Dame fan, obviously, you want to be able to, coach a team that you rooted for.
100%.
Right. But just kind of interesting to kind of incorporate that into the contract. Makes you think, guess you wonder, when was this contract negotiated? Because if it's the season before, I wonder back then, Notre Dame being the powerhouse that it was, hey, Lou Holtz, we see you're a real up and comer over here at Minnesota, and maybe he didn't have success at Minnesota prior to this, or did he?
Well, so he was only at Minnesota for 2 years.
Okay, so the first year at Minnesota, how'd that go?
So that first year at Minnesota, they won 4 games.
Okay, so it was bad.
4 games, and then in 1985 they went 7-5, made the Independence Bowl. They beat Clemson 20-13, but he did not coach in that bowl game because he had already accepted position at Notre Dame.
Okay.
I guess there was some controversy over it, saying
Makes
that
sense.
he had some recruiting violations over at Minnesota, which I didn't know. But he didn't get in trouble. I mean, the University of Minnesota got in trouble. So whether it was him himself, the university, I mean, that's
full depend on the grenade. Close the door.
Yeah. Yes. He got out of there before he could get in trouble. And I mean, even, his first season at Notre Dame was 1986. They went 5-6. They were that was kind of in that Notre Dame kind of like dead period. Where they had kind of lost one of their huge coaches from all time. I can't think of names. And then kind of had a couple years where it wasn't great success-wise. Come to Lou Holtz, bring him in, and then he turned him around. I mean, he won 11 games in 1987.
Wow.
And then 1988, I mean, they won a national championship, his one and only. He was also coach of the year that year in 1988. And was coach of the year his first year at Arkansas as well in 1977. So, yeah, I mean, he went 3-10 in the NFL, by the way. But Nick Saban. But here's the thing: even Nick Saban couldn't do it.
It's hard to transition. It's not the same game, right?
It's not the same for everybody.
Yeah, and I mean, but really, losing legend of the sport. It's always unfortunate to see.
Yeah.
He was a guy a lot of our life he was out of the sport, but definitely leaving a lasting impact,
Yeah, I mean his last year coaching was 2004. Mm-hmm. We would have been turning 2 years old that season. Like I never remember watching him coach.
I was really paying attention to
then, especially South Carolina.
Yeah. Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously, we never really got to see him coach, but like I said, he was on game day for years and years and years, and I love seeing him on there until
part of the sport, part of the sport.
Yeah, it is part of life in general, and kind of a sad note to kind of start off with, but he was a legend, and we had to mention him. He was a Big Ten guy as well for a while, so he also played linebacker at Kent State.
Action, baby.
Action. But yeah, on that note, we'll move over to our other topic today, the top combine performers. We're going to look at some guys from the Big Ten, their kind of combine numbers, how well they did. There's a combine, all combine team as well. Looks like it 1, maybe 2 players per position on here that we can go through. I can just name some of the Big Ten guys on there. On the offensive side, Big Ten guys we have on there, USC receiver Jacoby Lane, tight end Kenyon Sadiq from Oregon, and then we have a guard. I don't know how to say his name from Penn State. Olave Vega. Olave Vega Ione, I think. I'm not confident.
Sorry,
I said his name correctly.
I'm looking at Penn State's offense right now. That's
and then the last one on the offensive side for the Big Ten, that was center Logan Jones out of Iowa. And then on the defensive side here, we're going to have some guys as well. Defense went crazy for the Big Ten at the Combine. For those interior D linemen, we got Zane Durant from Penn State on there. The edge rushers, Arvell Reese from Ohio State.
Balled out.
Linebacker Sonny Styles from Ohio State. He balled out as well. On the corners end, we have D'Angelo Pons from Indiana. And then at safeties, we have Dylan Thieneman from Oregon.
We can't overlook Lorenzo Styles.
No, you can't. You can't also overlook Lorenzo Styles.
4.27.
4.27. Was he the fastest at the Combine this year?
No,
two guys faster?
I think there was one. There was one of the running backs were faster. The Kansas State running back. I may be wrong. I may be wrong, but let the record show. I am going to interject here as the Big Ten athlete I was, the Big Ten champion. No, I didn't. I never raced Lorenzo in college, but me and Lorenzo did race in high school.
Yes,
and I did beat him. And me and Lorenzo are still good friends. Okay, I'm not going to say good friends. We follow each other on Instagram. I consider him a friend of mine.
I think you said happy birthday to him on his birthday.
He wished me happy birthday.
That's what it was.
He wished me happy birthday. So yeah, I was gonna say my clout chasing. No, I'm kidding. But seriously,
we played against him when we were younger.
Yeah, too. And I wish him the best of luck and his brother too. I never knew his brother. I had zero connection, zero relation, anything like that.
I'd met Lorenzo a couple times. He was always a nice guy. Met him in high school. I knew people went to school with him. So then, at track meets to see him at football.
I was gonna say if I'm not mistaken, he got third place in the 100 meter our sophomore year, and then he did not run track again because he left for Notre Dame early. Went and played wide receiver there for a couple years, and
because junior year we didn't have it. COVID.
Yeah, we didn't. So he left early. He left early for Notre Dame. Went balled out there. Okay, well, he was really balled out.
He was a receiver there.
Yeah, punt return and
he balled out his freshman year. He played well at receiver his sophomore year at Notre Dame.
And then he came home. Got to play with his little brother.
His dad's alma mater. He's from right outside Columbus.
Dude, that's a dream come true, and I bet he's going to be a freak athlete for someone, and I pray it's Cincinnati Bengals.
You got to find the right spot for him.
Yeah,
he's a guy who I'd said it a couple times earlier this year. He's a great at tackling as a corner or as a corner safety, just DB in general. He's great at tackling there. He's a guy who always sits up high though. That you don't see him in man coverage. You see him in a high safety, high zone coverage. Most of the time he comes down, makes the tackles. But seeing that speed from the combine, and where he measured up at height-wise, he measured at 6'1", so a little shorter, but his he's fast. He was really fast. So you can see from this he can cover.
He plays quick
too.
To cover. Yeah, he plays quick too. And I mean, and it goes to show it runs in the family, right? 100%. I mean, his dad's a freak of nature, defensive end for Ohio State. His brother, I mean, specimen, man. Really cool story too that they're getting to come out the same year and play together.
Mm-hmm. It's because even Sonny should really be a year lower. He reclassed.
Reclassed
a year up.
He left a year early. You just don't see that, No. And that's why, again, I'm interjecting here with my Bengals. I really hope the Bengals are able to get maybe the Style brothers here.
That'd be cool. Cool story. They stay even more at home. I'm not sure where their dad played at in the NFL.
I want to say Carolina. Maybe I'm incorrect.
I think that's right.
Yeah, maybe I'm incorrect.
I actually think that's right. I'm actually. Let me see. Lorenzo Styles Sr. Where did he play at? I think you're correct. That at some point he played for the Falcons and then the Rams, and he won a Super Bowl with the Rams. That was Kurt Warner Super Bowl. I didn't know that.
Ball knowledge.
Yes.
I had no clue. Yeah, I had no clue. That's insane though.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I looked up his Wikipedia. Mm-hmm. Whoa. Sorry, that's crazy. Oh, coaching. Oh, okay. I was reading things wrong. Sorry. Apologies. He coached at Ohio Dominican. Thought it said he played there, and I was like, he played there and transferred to Ohio State? Yeah. What? No.
Coach, that's sick.
He had a couple coaching jobs, actually.
What year did he coach at Ohio Dominican?
2010, 2011.
Okay.
He also coached what looks like a professional indoor team in Marion, Ohio. Another professional indoor team in Dayton. And then was the head coach of that football team in Marion. But they had changed names by then. Or are a completely different team. I don't know. Never heard of those guys, but hey. Cool.
More
still cool stuff. Still cool stuff. But yeah, you can't count out a guy like Lorenzo. Mm-hmm. Can't count out Sonny. These guys are good.
Yeah, hell yeah.
If you have the chance to draft an Ohio State defensive player, you should take it.
This year, this year that really is the case. I mean, when we're looking at, obviously the Style brothers, Arvell Reese. I mean, there are probably going to be 4 Ohio State Buckeyes, maybe 5 if you're counting offense included. 5 offensive guys that could be taken, I think, in the top 12. That's my I think that's my projection.
Well, you think 5 Ohio State guys in the top 12?
I think
so you would say Carnell Tate,
maybe 4. Sorry, 4.
Carnell Tate.
4. Arvell Reese, Sonny
Styles, and Caleb
Downs.
Yeah. I could see all of those guys going that high.
Yeah.
Definitely first round for sure. They should have at least 4 first rounders.
Yeah.
At least. I mean, even on their offensive side, I mean, we just mentioned, Carnell Tate. I mean, 4.43. That's fast, especially being 6'3", 195.
And we're coming to find that some of the best receivers in the game. It's not about how quick, how fast you are. You know what I mean?
Jerry Rice ran a 4.7.
John Ross,
the best receiver of all time.
John Ross ran a 4.2 too.
Exactly, and he was terrible
and awful,
terrible.
And so these are the things. It's obviously speed is important, but there's a difference between track speed and football speed, right?
100%.
And so that's where it's like
that is just immediate off the gun, off the jump speed. Obviously, you want to be fast. But really what we should more measure, and they do that, is the 10-yard split.
Yeah.
The 10-yard split, in my eyes, is more meaningful than a 40. Do you know why the 40-yard dash became a thing at the Combine?
Mm-mm.
Do you know why? When the Combine started back in like the 50s or 60s, they did 40s because that was the average punt. So it was how fast could you get down on a punt to make the tackle.
That makes sense. Yeah.
That was the original reason of why the 40 was there. It's kept in tradition. But I don't think it's as meaningful as a 10.
That's like hang time. It's like hang time with punts too. You know what I mean? Where it's like, a really, really, really good hang time is like 6 seconds or something.
Yeah. So it's, in my opinion, again, it's the 10-yard split is more important. I wish I had those numbers, because really that's your how fast are you getting off of the ball for a route? How fast are you getting off the line to make a block or to try to get into the backfield to make a tackle? Like that 10-yard, I think, is more meaningful.
Yeah, I agree.
And I kind of wish we measured that more than the 40. I think that would make more sense. But yeah, Sonny Styles also, just to go back to this, had the best broad jump through the linebackers, and then had the highest vertical a linebacker has ever had at the Combine. Same vertical as Nate Robinson, 5'6" NBA player who could dunk. That's a huge vert.
Yeah.
It's a huge vertical. So that is just some insane stuff.
20 reps on the bench press.
For
Sonny.
For Sonny. Wow, yeah. Strong guy. Caleb Downs, even safety, did 18.
I mean, I was going to say, I'm looking at this, like, what's like I don't know what standard is for
those positions. It's probably somewhere in that
fluctuates
range.
Crazy.
It definitely has to fluctuate by year. You look at like linemen and O-line, D-line linebackers, you try to have like 25 to 30, I think is usually kind of your target. So putting up 20 is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Putting up 20 is crazy. Because if you look at those Ohio State defensive linemen they have in there, Caden Curry off the edge and Caden McDonald, a D tackle, Curry put up 27. McDonald had 30 reps. And, I mean, you have a linebacker, Sonny Styles, who did 20. Now, Sonny Styles isn't a pure linebacker, as we all know. He's a smaller linebacker. He's a speed linebacker. But that's not where he was like originally at. Traditionally, He was not a linebacker, but he can play that role because he is just has so much knowledge.
The versatility. It's going to be
the way he plays.
He's a Swiss Army knife. It's going to be interesting to see. I mean, besides the Ohio State guys, I mean, who else did you like? I mean, I'm looking at some of these like sort of sleeper guys, or like guys that like really boosted their draft stock, right? I mean, I know
Mendoza didn't really do anything.
Mendoza didn't. Yeah, he didn't actually show.
Didn't need to.
Like we've got stats here on him, but I believe.
Yeah, but he didn't. He only did that stuff. He didn't do any of the field, any of the passing, which he didn't need to. I really like D'Angelo Pons out of Indiana, their corner. My
He's
only concern.
He's going to be a steal in like late first round, early second round, probably.
My biggest concern with him is his height, and
5'8".
He's 5'10".
Okay.
5'10", so it's better than 5'8", but it's like, most of these receivers in the NFL are 6'1" at the shortest.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
and I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. Obviously, he's physical. He competed with guys this year. I mean, he was playing against, he's playing up against Carnell Tate and Jeremiah Smith this past year at Ohio State. So, I mean, obviously, he can match up with some bigger guys and can use some physicality despite his kind of smaller size. That's something that just concerns me with him, but otherwise I love every part of his game.
Yeah.
If you have the right team, he plays in the right scheme, he will be able to succeed.
Yeah, I agree. I'm looking at the Penn State guys right now.
Okay.
I mean, Drew Aller. He got out there.
He did.
He got out there.
Did not bench press, though. Most quarterbacks don't.
Yeah.
It's not required for them anymore.
No, I was going to say, it doesn't really
Jay Cutler, 1 year, his combine year, I believe put up like the most on bench out of any player.
Really?
Or was like top 5.
Damn.
At that combine, like beat out all the linebackers.
Yeah.
I think he beat all the linebackers, maybe not the linemen, but like just insane fun fact.
What do you think Josh Allen's combine like stats were?
Or do you have them up? Is that what you're asking?
No, I don't.
I have no idea. I don't remember. He was a little bit faster than a normal quarterback, but not like crazy. But he's big. He's a big dude. So, I mean, he just did big quarterback things. Strong. Who out of that Penn State side do you like?
I don't know that I like either. Both of the backs are really old.
Yeah, they're like
they were there for 4 years. Yeah, 5th year. Yeah, literally 5th years. Yeah, I'm sorry. They were both freshmen when I got there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, literally. And then
you're right. Those are your guys, right?
No, not my boys. Not my boys. No, I'm actually I have no beef with Katron Allen.
No, you've just never spoken to them, I assume.
No, never. Well, yeah, no. I'm trying to find Josh Allen's combine stats. Like, hold on, just to compare, because I saw this the other day. Okay, 6'5", 237. What the? Sorry. Got to add on the NFL site. So yeah, 6'5". I mean, very comparable to Drew Aller. And sort of his stats. So, I mean,
yeah, that's interesting.
I've seen a lot of comparisons. Someone's like, dude, someone's getting a steal in Drew Aller. I never saw anything worth wasting.
I never did.
I have never.
I said it all year. You can go back and listen to some of the earlier episodes. Go back and listen before Drew Aller got hurt. When I sat here and said he is not better than he was last year.
I've never
got better. He was not good last year, was not good this year.
I have never in my life seen a quarterback get praise over 4 years for really accomplishing like not a whole lot. Like
nothing.
He got away. He could have gotten away with murder, man. Like insane. And I get it, the Penn State faithful, but like, man. That dude probably got James Franklin fired.
Yeah, it's
like
when he got hurt, Franklin got fired.
Cruel world out here.
Yeah. I like your guys' D tackle who's going out, Zane Durant. He performed really well. I mean, he made that all combine list. Like he's a big dude. He put up 28 reps on bench at 225. His broad jump was 9.7. Like that's explosive for a guy that big. He was 6'1", 288. A 9.7 broad jump's pretty good. A 31-inch vertical, that's still pretty solid for a guy of that size. And a 4.8 940, almost 300 pounds.
Talking about
that's quick. That guy's
very impressive. Now, duly as impressive. 2 Oregon guys.
Yes.
Dylan Thieneman, or Thieneman. White Lightning, dude.
Yeah.
He's got Philadelphia Eagle written all over him.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
4.35. Hello. 6 foot, 207, 38 inches on the vertical.
Yeah.
Dude, dude moving. Now, another Oregon player, their tight end, what is it, Kenyon Sadiq?
Yeah, Kenyon Sadiq, Kenyon Sadiq.
Yeah, Kenyon Sadiq. Dude, 4.39.
Yeah.
6'3".
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you more.
Man is quick.
Thank you more. That's a weapon and a half, dude.
Yeah, it is.
That's
I mean, who doesn't want a player like that?
That's gonna make a defensive coordinator have nightmares somewhere. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, 100%.
It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how it shakes.
100%. A guy I see that I really like, and I'm gonna go a guy from my own squad that I really liked at the combine. I felt Iowa had two guys do pretty well performance wise. Out of the couple that went, some guys I wanted to see do better didn't, like Caden Weegen. Wish he would have been a little bit faster. I mean, he's a punt return guy. He's probably going to get a chance to be a specialist on a team. But the guys who looked really good, man, both O linemen, Jennings Dunker, the man of the mullet, and then Logan Jones, the center. Logan Jones, 6'3", 305. Or sorry, yes, he ran a 4.90 unofficial. His unofficial 40 was a 4.9 and a 4.91. His official end up clocking at a 5.16, but that's like your third attempt.
Yeah.
So he ran quick. He had the fastest unofficial time of any lineman. He's an explosive guy, 9.1 broad jump. He put 29 reps at bench. He knows how to command an offense. And I've seen a lot of people saying him to the Bears because the Bears center just retired. And he's perfect mold.
Yeah. That was a weird situation. That was very strange. Very weird. Very, very. He signs a 3-year deal last year.
Plays 1 year.
He's 27 years old.
Yeah.
Strange.
Guess he was happy with his time.
Yeah. Hopefully he's good.
Yeah. Or he knows, hey, this is going to get worse for me. I need to just be done now. And I respect it. I respect it. Go in, make your money, and get out. If that's what you want to do, go do it.
Yeah.
Might as well.
I wonder where he went to school.
I don't know. I don't remember what his name was. But yeah, Logan Jones, I thought looked really good. Jennings Dunker, he looked really good as well. These are two guys who they're not going to go first round. You're not going to see an Iowa guy go first round unless somebody reaches for one of these O linemen. You'll see them go maybe third, fourth, fifth round. But these are going to be guys that's like, oh, they're making an immediate impact on their NFL team, whether they're the best guy on the bench who can sub in any position, or they're the guy who is taking over a spot for somebody leaving, can win a battle in camp. These guys are impressive coming off the line in Iowa this year. We've gotten back to breeding some dogs at the O-line. It's been a couple years. So we had a rough couple years there of bad O-line play. And this year and last year with these guys at the helm, look great. Yeah. And then another guy I want to mention, one more for me that I want to talk about is Michigan's tight end, Marlon Klein.
Yeah,
I love Marlon Klein.
It's like one of the only guys that really had show, you know.
Yeah, he's a dog. He is a dog. He's just going to be a really good backup tight end for somebody.
He's going to probably best case scenario for him, probably like a third rounder. I think, in my opinion,
that's probably the best. I don't know who all is really looking for tight ends. That's kind of
from what I've seen is he's like the consensus fourth tight end. This is like a decent tight end. This is a decent tight end class. But yeah, I think that he's like a good. He's a good piece. Michigan's had some really good tight ends the last couple of years. That are going to probably overshadow him, you know. And so that's where, you know, I mean, it'll be interesting to see. Maybe I'm completely wrong, and we've got the next, you know.
Maybe.
Yeah, you never know. You
never know. I mean, look, George Kittle was really good in college. Fourth round pick. Now look at him. He's a top 3. Just depends on who you are, what you value more.
Tight end period.
Anywhere 1, 2, or 3 in the league, year in, year out.
Yeah.
So you never know. These guys can just bloom a little bit later when they come out. And that's my thing. When I look at tight ends, I go, there's a handful of schools that I trust a tight end to come from.
Right.
That if I'm taking a tight end, even if it's late, I trust that they could turn out into something if they're not a huge name up front. And that those schools are going to be Iowa, Notre Dame, Stanford, Miami, Michigan, and Penn State. Those six.
Sure.
Those six are teams that you have a tight end. I'm going to pay a little more attention to them. Those guys are usually get molded into these better games.
There's some other big schools out there, but those are
right. Like Ohio State puts out some good tight ends. Like other schools do here and there, USC, LSU. But I'm saying consistent year in, year out, your top tier tight ends of like all time really come from that list of six.
Yeah.
And you know they're going to have good tight ends. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's 1990. It doesn't matter if it's 2000, 2010, 2020, 2055. You're going to have good tight ends from those schools. At least one of them is going to have a good one coming out.
I mean, yeah. Consistently year in and year out. So,
yeah. Those are where you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, yeah. In my opinion here, I think the guy who impressed me the most was either Sonny or Lorenzo Styles, if I'm being honest. I don't know which one impressed me more.
I think Sonny takes the cake for me. I mean, I think Arvell Reese had overshadowed him like so much, and not to harp on the Buckeye guys, but it's really a shame of a situation what's going on with Caleb Downs.
Oh yeah.
Because
it
takes one doctor who is, and this is very speculative and like unfair of me to say, but
he's one Michigan fan doctor.
Yeah, you know, or maybe not even a Michigan fan. Maybe he's a Kansas City Chief fan, or you know what I mean. And like you never know. And
anything.
And he's like, he's got a degenerative ACL tear and a partially torn meniscus. And it's like, okay, well, the partially torn meniscus is pretty common. First and foremost, you play with a strap under your shoulder, and it can't go higher. You're you know what I mean, like.
And wasn't it either Joe Montana or John Elway? I can't remember off the top of my head. Had no ACL in one or both of their knees. Played entire career. I think that was Joe Montana.
Maybe Joe Montana
had no ACLs. He was fine.
So,
quarterback a little different, but
right. And so to put that out there, and I feel like a lot of the NFL scouts have kind of said the same thing, where it's like, like we don't care. This guy's pound for pound, like probably the best player here. So it'll be interesting to see. I hope whichever the Buckeyes fall to the Bengals, I will be happy as long as it's not Carnell Tate. So as long as they're not, you know.
Yeah, you want a defensive guy. I get that.
I need a defensive guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree. Sonny's probably the guy who sticks out most to me over even his brother Lorenzo. The only reason I think Lorenzo kind of has that there is I was always hey, he's good, but is he?
He's older too. I'm not gonna lie.
He is older. He is a year. He's a year older. This was his fifth year. He is a little bit older, and his speed and just what he did out at the combine made me go, oh, maybe he is actually a legit NFL guy. Because I honestly didn't know if he was. I thought he was kind of on that edge where it's like, he's going to get a tryout, but I don't know if he can make a team. Now I think he can make a team.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, that's why I would say he impressed me a lot. But Sonny, he's impressive. Mm-hmm. He's really impressive. He was the best player on that defense all year. I said it all year.
Real.
Had Ohio State won the Big Ten championship, that was my vote for the game MVP.
Sonny Styles.
I was able to vote. My game MVPs were Sonny Styles if Ohio State won, Fernando Mendoza if Indiana won. Indiana won. Fernando Mendoza ended up winning that, of course. But yeah, like I mean, Sonny, his name was all over that game.
Yeah.
I talked about it back then. All over that game, every play, every single play. But yeah. Combine over. Draft is coming up soon. I'm excited. It's my favorite part of the NFL season is the draft.
It is so exciting.
And we're trying to wrap it up here. I apologize. We're running a little long right now, but I would say because I'm such a big college first fan, the draft is like my favorite part of the NFL season because it's like, oh, we're going over all of their plays from these players in college. You get to watch all their plays. I get to see the guys that I was like, oh, he was a dog. Where's he going? This guy was a dog. Where's he going? Oh, he went here. My team's getting this guy. Like, I just love it. I don't know. I just love it.
It's like Christmas.
It's in Pittsburgh this year.
Yeah.
It's not very far.
I'm not going back to Pittsburgh.
Oh no. That was not insinuated. We go.
we went to Pittsburgh for the Bengals Cincinnati game, and
yes, we did.
I just said Bengals and Cincinnati. The Pittsburgh Cincinnati game.
Yes.
And won't be back.
It was fun, but I'm a Broncos fan, so you know it was a fun time. It was just there when you're an opposing fan going to most stadiums, especially Pittsburgh, gets a little dicey.
Yeah,
it gets a little dicey.
Definitely,
just the way it is.
It's the way she goes.
It's what football is all about. A little bit depends. I mean, like, look, if I saw a Nebraska fan, I'd do the same thing.
Yeah.
If they saw me, they'd do the same thing.
I don't know that that's true.
That is true. All right. But anyway, guys, we'll wrap this up here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. RIP Lou Holtz, and we'll see you guys next week.
We'll see you.